All right, you guys, so today I wanted to make a video on how you can become a six-figure agent if that is your goal. So if you have been in a real estate business for a while, or you're a brand new agent and you're like, okay, I haven't hit six figures yet, or I would like to make six figures, what do I need to start doing today to make this happen? So you don't have to, a lot of people say earn six figures in 1 year. You can make it in 90 days in this business. You can make it in 6 months in this business. You can make it in 12 months in this business. It all depends on how big your pipeline is, and how you're managing and handling your business is going to determine how much money you can make in this business. But for the sake of this video, we're only going to start with six figures. And of course, you know, in our industry, you can make way more than that. But to get you to the six figures, there's some steps that I want to share with you that has helped me, and hopefully they'll help you and you can get to your goal. And please let me know once you hit that goal. I'd love to hear from you. All right, so a six-figure agent, we work on our mindset. We are heavily involved in self-improvement, coaching program, mentorship programs. We know our industry pretty much inside and out. We are very involved in our industry, in our community, and we have built our network to the point with enough people know, like, and trust us. So I would say the first thing you want to do is, let's just say you're a brand new agent, or even an agent that's been in the business and you just need to reinvent yourself. So this is what I would do. First start, make sure you have a professional attire and appearance when you're going out to meet your clients. Make sure you have your business card. Even though a lot of people are not using business cards, you still want to come off as a business professional, and people still associate the business card with the professional industry. So you want to get your business cards. If you want to get a name tag, that's fine. Just make sure you're wearing your name tag in appropriate places. And what I mean about appropriate places is sometimes people get a name tag and they're wearing it at like a funeral or weddings, and just certain places where you just don't want to come off as a salesy or desperate agent. You just want to go there, relax, and enjoy. You know, if it's a wedding, of course, enjoy the party. If it's a funeral, respect the person who has passed away. So you want to wear it, but you want to wear it, you know, when it's appropriate for you to wear it. Networking events and just, you know, everyday errands. If you're wearing your name tag, just make sure you're also dressed professional, because I have made the mistake where I'll throw on my jeans and my t-shirt and my baseball cap or whatever, and I'll just run out of the house thinking I'm going to grab milk and eggs and run into people that recognize me. I dread those days, because, you know, you want to be comfortable, you want to be yourself, you want to not always have to look made up and done up and whatever. You just want to just feel relaxed some days. You know, we all go through that. But just as much as you can, dress professional when you're going out in public, when you're doing your video marketing and all that stuff, just appropriate, because a lot of people are paying attention. So that was one thing. We got professional attire. The network, you want to get out and network like crazy. But here's the thing. You're gonna need some money to save up for this business, because you may not get a sale right away. You may get a sale right away, but you may not. I got my first sale when I got licensed, like within 90 days. I had 2 closings. Maybe 3 to 4 months, I had 2 closings. So you might get sales very fast because you already know people and you've been telling them, hey, I'm about to become a real estate agent. If you are thinking of buying, selling, renting, whatever, investing, I would like to represent you and help you in that process. So you may already have some business just building up just from telling people over these last few months you're about to become a real estate agent. But if you do not have that business already in a pipeline, that is okay. But you're gonna need to network. Now, here's the thing about networking: you can't just show up at a networking event, start throwing your cards to everybody. Here, I'm a real estate agent. Here, use me, buy from me, la 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 la. You can't do that to people. When you go to a networking event, you need to learn about what they do and take interest in what they're doing. Help them, you know, partner with them or help them grow their business, or refer people to them. So it's a two-way street. And you need to build the relationship with these people. You know, you can't just like, some people use the analogy, like you can't just jump in bed on the first day. You gotta like build a relationship, you know? So when you go to networking events, I try to, when I was doing networking events, I'm not doing them as much anymore, but when I was out networking heavily, I try to be consistent about where I go, because that's how you get to know the people and build relationships. If you're jumping around to 20 different networking events and you're not really staying consistent, people can't get to know you long enough. So what you can do is jump around maybe to the first 20, but once you find a good 5 or 10 that you like, stick with those throughout the next year or two and be consistent. And then also see if you can volunteer or be involved somehow with the networking event, or if you can get a sponsor table at the networking event. This is going to really help you with networking. When you network, people begin to know, like, and trust you. Okay, so I want to make sure you know how to network properly. You want to be involved in your community, not the whole community. Just start in your own backyard or neighborhood. If you have children, start at their school and network there. If you're part of a certain religious group, start there, network there. But of course, like if you're going to your religious service, don't start throwing your cards while people are in the middle of praying and worshiping God. But at some of the barbecues or after prayer service events that you may have throughout the year at your religious centers, that's where you can get more about business and talking about real estate and things like that. But you got to be very careful, because you want to genuinely be involved in your community, because that's what we need to be anyway. As humans, we have to be a part of something, and we also have to give back to our communities in order to help it thrive and grow, right? So the business will come. Of course, you need to tell people you're in business. You need to market that you're in business. But what I'm saying is, don't go there just throwing out your business card to everybody. Use me, I'm an agent. Do you need to buy? Do you need to sell? Don't be aggressive like that, but do let people know throughout conversations as you're having them that you are in a real estate business and you work on referrals, and if you appreciate any referral. But also, like I said, if they have a business, send them referrals too. Make it a two-way street, not a one-way street, okay? This is so important. I just did a video on this, a whole video on should you hire a coach. You gotta get a coach or a mentor. If you want to hit 6 figures, it's a mindset thing. It's an accountability process. It's the way that you're managing and growing your business process. If you are trying to do this and you've never done it before, you're gonna waste a lot of money and end up failing. The same amount of money you just wasted trying to figure it out, if you would have just hired someone who already knew what to do, you would have got there in 90 days, 6 months, or a year. So hire a coach. That's another thing I want to say. Invest in yourself. So when I say invest in yourself, that is the same as training, mindset, extra courses outside your brokerage firm. All brokers don't have the best training. Some of them have good training, but I'm saying there's just so much you need to know, that you may need to take classes at the title company. You may need to hire a coach who's already earned 6 figures or earning millions of dollars a year. Hire that person to teach you the same thing. Don't try to do this on your own. Invest in your appearance. Reevaluate your wardrobe and just make sure it's in line with the kind of clientele you're trying to attract and where you're going with your business, and just make sure you're investing in the quality of your skin, your hair, your makeup, your ladies, if your nails, just the way you look, just invest in that. And gentlemen, also invest in good quality. If you wear suits, I know some, we're in Texas, sometimes people don't want to wear suits out when they're door knocking or in this sales field because of how hot our city is. Sometimes we're doing open houses and we're putting out the signs, we're running around back and forth, and our city is so hot. People say we're right next to the sun because it's so hot. So you may not want to wear a full-blown suit with tie, but make sure you're just investing in some good slacks and a nice button-down shirt, press, clean, tailored to your size. So that's about investing in yourself. You want to prospect daily. When you're just starting in this business, or you realize you have not hit your 6-figure mark a year, and you're like, hey, my business is really suffering. I'm not able to. I have people tell me, well, my spouse told me if I'm not making about a certain amount of money, I need to go back to get a regular job. So if you're not prospecting daily, especially when you're just getting started in a business, you are not going to have any business. I think some of the agents aren't realizing, we'll just use McDonald's for example, okay? McDonald's, if you watch the history how this restaurant chain got started, they had to go out and tell people about how good the burgers were they had to go. I mean, people started coming as well, but they also had to kind of get out in the community. Remember, there was no social media marketing. I don't even know if TV, I think TV was still kind of fairly new in the society. Not everybody owned a TV, you know what I mean? So they had to get out and still get the word out, but yet it did spread that they had these burgers and these fries, and it did kind of pick up by word of mouth. But at the same time, when it moved into new markets, you know, if you never heard of it, you didn't eat there, you know, or you didn't want to, you didn't go there. So businesses today, you might see a McDonald's where people come to McDonald's, but they had to do something to get those people to come. And I think when people are coming from like a corporate America job, they're used to the business having the clients already there for them. So when they start on Monday, let's just say Monday, there's jump right in as a running operating business. Well, you're now that CEO or that person who has to start this from the ground up. So if you're not going out and getting customers or attracting customers through your marketing, then you don't have any customers. So you got to prospect daily. The problem I would say I had when I got started in real estate is I didn't realize how much of prospecting I needed to do. When you're just starting, you're looking at 100 to 400 calls a day. This is outbound prospecting. If you're doing marketing, which means you're attracting people to you, then you need to be making probably now, because we have social media videos every single day. You need to be hosting open houses very often. You need to be networking very often, but you can't network on a 1 to 5 people level and expect results. Now, if you're in a higher price point market, I forgot to say this, and of course you guys know this. If you're in New York, you might sell one house and make 6 figures, you know, just 2 or 3, right? But in our state in our city of Houston, Texas, you're gonna need quite a few more than 4 houses or whatever, unless they're already $1 million, $2, $3, $4 million properties. Now that's a whole nother story. I'm saying the average price point of a $250,000 house, you are going to need to sell about 10, about 15, 20 of those, 30 of those sometimes to hit that same mark, depending on the price point. So you're gonna have to talk to a lot of people. And if you think you can talk to 5 or 10, like I said, unless you are really good at sales or you already have a good community of people who are about to support you once you're licensed, you're looking at 100, 400 people a day. Do this for 1 year, 2 years, you're set for almost, not life, but you're set. Like people will start remembering you, referring you, business will start to flow to you a little more consistently. Now that doesn't mean you take your foot off the pedal, but what I'm trying to say is I didn't even realize how much work, even though I'm a hard worker, that you need to build a business from the ground up. Because coming from a corporate background, we're used to coming into a job and all the business is there for you, just plug into the systems and processes that this company has already established. Keep a schedule. You cannot show up when you want, just like a corporation. McDonald's doesn't, imagine going to Starbucks, and I hope all my Starbucks fans are watching. I'm a Starbucks fan. Imagine going to Starbucks and we expect Starbucks to be open 6 or 6:30 in the morning. Imagine Starbucks employees rolling in at noon. Do you know how many angry people there'll be in this country who can't get their coffee in the morning from Starbucks? You know how many? I mean, just imagine they're like, hey, you know what? Let's just open. We worked Starbucks. Some Starbucks I've seen them open to 10 and 12 o'clock at night, and then people say, hey, we worked late last night. Let's just start at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Oh my God, people will be busting down the windows trying to get their caffeine. So just like any business, you can't just start when you want. You can't just do what you want. You have to run it like a business and start at a certain time, finish at a certain time, keep a schedule, and prospect. So that's another way you're gonna hit 6 figures. You have to know your presentations down pat. You have to know how to consult a buyer, first time, move up buyer in different situations, vacation buyers. You have to know how to consult your buyers and sit down and have a professional consultation with them. And you have to know how to do a listing presentation the professional way to work with the sellers. If you can master those 2 things along with everything else I'm telling you, you're gonna be a 6-figure agent. It's almost impossible that you won't become a 6-figure agent. All right, last but not least, run your business like a business. And what I mean by that is, let's use a McDonald's for or a restaurant analogy. You go into the restaurant, there's a hostess. You walk in, they greet you. There's a dishwasher in the back washing the dishes. There's a manager managing the staff and the floor. There is an accountant person balancing the accounting ledger for the restaurant. There is a marketing person to market to the community about how great the restaurant is. Come on in and try us. You as a real estate agent, you get into this business, you be trying to do it all on your own. You be trying to market. You're trying to run and balance do your bookkeeping. You be trying to do all your contracts and your paperwork. You know, that's not how a real business operates. It has people in place and people in staff and positions. So one of the things I teach in my coaching is how to build your team out and leverage, and also things you can do to, even if you have a small budget or just starting out, just like little things you can do to put people in place to have some help so that you can focus on growing your business. Okay, so those are some of the tips I have for today about becoming a six-figure agent. And of course, there's more we can cover. So I'm gonna wrap it up now because this video got a little longer than expected, and I try not to go too long in the videos. But that's our lesson for today. So reach out to me if you have additional questions about becoming a six-figure agent and how to build your real estate business. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more tips on real estate as an agent, real estate investing, and overall strategies and success in business. All right, talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching.